Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It really depends on the place of the world you are. Welcome to a new chapter podcast of a coffee with the sponsor of Foundation Calanit. And I will say it in Spanish as well. Bienvenidos a un nuevo café con R con el gentil patrocinio de Fundación Calanit. I flew to Baku. Baku is the capital of Azerbaijan. For many people that don't know where we are located in the Caspian Sea in the Caucasus region. Why I came here? There's an important person here which I would like to talk with. We were talking several times, and because his story is so nice. His name is Ayaz Ahmadov. He's the founder and the CEO of Dosty, and he's innovating in the pet tech industry. And this podcast will talk about this one. So, hello, welcome to the show, Ayaz, and happy to be here in Baku. I mean, it's so nice, and the weather is so nice here as well.
Roberto, it's so nice to see you. It's so nice to see you in Baku. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining and spending some time to share this great background. That's amazing. Weather is good. Weather is nice. It's 23 degrees right now. It's getting windy. It's getting a little bit windy. Baku is a city of winds. So October, November, December, and January is going to be some heavy winds. But overall, weather is very good.
And also very nice. But anyway, let's go to the show. What inspired the creation of Dosty, and how do you think it will change the pet experience in the future? Because this is a big change.
To me, Dosty is something very personal because I had dogs all my life, and recently the idea of Dosty came 2 years ago. During the pandemics, I already had my 2 dogs, and I had a third one which was born. I have 3 Labradors, so I understood that despite the fact that of having so many dogs for so many years, and despite the fact of having experience, there is still a lot of things that I need to help myself with in terms of managing the daily routines, remembering stuff, and that's how the idea of creating a pet app came along. So once we start doing some research together with the team, we realized that we can make it something much bigger. Not just a reminder system, not just a pet passport, but something that will guide you from zero to the last day of life of your pet. And considering the fact that now everything is going towards pets, right? 74% of millennials have pets and only 44% of them have kids. So the pet market will be booming in the future. And next 3-5 years, the pet market will need its own super app when you have one application that can manage the most important points of daily routine of your cat or dog. Because having several applications in your phone is not very convenient. We don't have time to manage several applications. So yeah, that's how idea of Dosty came along on my own case. And then I start talking to my friends, other dog owners, and I realized that everybody has some sort of a problem of managing the daily routines. And I can give you a number. You know that every year, 36 million pets, cats and dogs, it's like a size of a medium to big country, they die because of simple mismanagement. 36 million cats and dogs die because of simple mismanagement. You feed them wrong, you walk with them when not supposed to walk, you miss the vaccinations, miss the vitamins, and as a result, you lose your friend. So there is a big market, and that market will be growing, and we really want to get into that.
Okay. I mean, you know that number. I mean, that's a huge number, big number. And what were the biggest challenges when you faced when you were developing this pet tech startup, and how did you overcome them? Because maybe something you didn't start, everything was right. So, did you have any challenges?
Oh yeah, we do. We're still going through challenges, and our biggest challenge is our biggest strength. We're creating a super app, yeah? So that's a very good thing, but it's also very challenging because super app means that you have to combine many data, create a single profile, and create a system that understands that profile and can build these advices specifically for your pet based on the data of your pet. That is very difficult. So you can always give a general advice. Let's say I want to take my Labrador to swim, Labradors love water, everybody knows it. So you can just send me the list of friendly locations, pet-friendly beaches, and that's it. But if my Labrador was vaccinated, I cannot take him to beach today or tomorrow. I have to wait for one day. So my system has to recognize that. My system has to recognize something very personal to you and build its response based on your specific pet. That is very challenging because we talk about pets, we talk about a living organism. There is a lot of logics that have to come together, and it is very challenging to put them all together. So research and the scientific research, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time and the money. So, but we're getting
And
there.
Dosty,
Yeah, we already
how
have
does
a
it
very
work,
workable.
Dosty? How,
Say it
how
again.
does it work, Dosty? I mean, you have the app, and what are the features of Dosty as an app?
Okay, so Dosty works very simple. You register, you answer certain questions about your pet, and then you get to the main screen. So basically, the main screen already telling you like about your weight, how far you are below or how far you are above. So we start personalizing information inside the app for your pet. We have an AI chat that you can enter. And you can ask any kind of questions, whatever you want to ask about your pet, and the chat will be giving you the answers personalized for you. We have the symptom checker that includes 65 most popular symptoms for dogs and cats. So if your dog is shaking head, that can be many reasons. All you have to do is answer 10 questions, and we will give you the most likely cause. Why do we think it's shaking the head? And as the tests show, we always about 95-96% right. So once you are informed about what is happening, you can make a better research and then decide if you want to take your pet to vet or you want to treat it at home. Besides that, we have a lot of content. We have thousands of different articles. We have training program. We have fitness program. We have nutrition program for your pet specific. So it's a lot of things that you use on everyday life, like reminders and vaccine calendars and stuff. They are fit in one place for your dog, and the UI and the UX part is very easy. So once you enter Dosty, it's a very straight line that takes you through the application, and you go through everything very seamlessly. You don't even have
And
to fill in the application at first. You can just
no,
answer, yeah, you can just input which breed you have, what is the name of your dog, how much it weighs, and that will be enough for us to start. Because if we face a question from you that requires additional information, we will ask you. We will tell you, okay, tell us about this, so we can tell you this.
and this application is now being used in Azerbaijan, right?
This application already been downloaded. We've been at the market for 4 months. We already have 12,000 users, but our main territories is Western and Eastern Europe. So we have a big European presence. And right now we're translating the app. So within the next month, the app will be translated to Spanish, to German, French, Italian, and Portuguese. So we can get even to larger territories. And Latin America is one of the key markets. You have 130 million plus pets living in homes. So that makes you a huge market, very interesting. And the traditions of keeping pets and traditions of the animal life in Latin America are very rich. So that's definitely a market we want to go to. The biggest plus, I'll tell you one more thing. The biggest plus of creating a pet care app, that it doesn't have any cultural borders. So let's say Labrador in Baku in Azerbaijan and Labrador in Chile is the same Labrador. It's the same way you treat it. It's not like kid, when you raise a kid, you depend a lot on religion, on cultural background, on your neighbors, and blah blah blah. But when it's a dog, it's the same thing. Yeah, you feed them, you feed them the same food, you walk with them, you do the same things. So we don't have cultural borders, only language barriers, but that is very solvable nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, and that is right. I mean, the Labrador or whatever pet you will have, it will behave the same thing in any place around the world. So there's
Exactly.
no a big challenge on how you put this one. So now tell me a little bit about you're doing this in Western and Eastern Europe. So you're reaching also as well Western Europe today.
Yes, we are building quite a good presence in Netherlands and United Kingdom. We have several thousand users in those countries, and we just started. And the biggest plus with Europe, it helps us. First of all, Europe is very close to us, and we can feel the market physically, so we can travel very quick. We can check out stuff. We can visit the meetings, the exhibitions, and it creates us the opportunity to create different funnels of users, because as we said, the user in Spain having the same problems as the user in Brazil or Argentina. So for us, that creates the market vision, even the market vision that is very far away from us, like Latin America. So yeah, we started in Europe, and we're going further.
Do you think that
Let's face it,
mentality?
the pet culture in Western world is more advanced than the pet culture in Eastern world for now. Yeah, for now we are getting there. Like if you take Azerbaijan, for example, and you take Mexico, we are getting there. Mexico is already there. Like Mexico is already a huge market. There's millions of pets living in Mexico. And when you talk about Azerbaijan, you talk about thousands. Yeah, you talk about 100,000s and stuff. So that's the big difference.
But we were talking about that the Labrador or the pet will be exactly the same in Azerbaijan, will be in Latin America. What about the cultures of the owners? Do you think that it will vary from place to place? Because one
But
thing
honestly,
one thing is that the dog is a dog, but the guy who's managing the app will be different. So maybe the notices will be different. The way that they behave with the dog will be different. The way they follow the instructions is also different. I'm thinking about a guy in Germany or in Netherlands. They are very strict and they will follow all kind of instructions. Then you fly down to South Europe, or maybe you go to some countries in Eastern Europe. I mean, yeah, okay, the vaccination, okay, I can do it tomorrow. So how do you manage that? Because one thing is the pet and the other one is the guy.
well, that's a very good point. That's a very good point, and I completely agree with you. So that's why what we decided at Dosty, that we don't really want to manage your routine. We want to be there for you in case if you need an advice, or in case if you need
Okay.
something now, here and now. So if you need a reminder, you are a guy in Mexico, you just need a reminder, you keep forgetting about food, you keep forgetting to buy food. We have a perfect widget that will notify you week before, 5 days before, 3 days before, 2 days before, that you're running out, man. Go and refill. Yeah, or if you are let's say, a guy from Germany who is very strict and follows all the rules and routines, we are also very good with you, because you can enter the app every day and you will have something new every day for you and your pet. We're not telling you what to do. We're just kind of giving you a tool to do whatever you do better. You know, whatever you want to do it better. Because as you are completely right. Roberto, having a Labrador in Chile, you can be very active. You can be walking with your dog 3 hours. Ayaz have Labrador in Baku. I don't walk with my dog. My dog live in the summer house. It's open every day. It's running by itself. But whatever we do, Dosty can support you. We have a very nice walking widget inside Dosty. So when you can be walking with your Labrador, you can track it within the walking widget, and we can advise you a very good fitness diet for a active Labrador. Whereas for Ayaz, who has 3 Labradors in Baku, we give a perfect reminder system that is separated for 3 profiles. So I never miss stuff for any of my dogs. So that's I think that's the key.
Okay, so the app is helping you. So not telling you what to do. I mean, it
No,
will
no, no,
tell
no, we
you.
don't.
Yeah. Okay. That's important point, because I mean the reference will be the owners, and the owners will
Exactly.
really differ from
Exactly.
from from country to country and from region to region. And
Exactly. 100%.
excuse me. Let me go to short and long term goals for Dosty. Do you have any short term goals for Dosty? You want to go? You say, I mean, 2025. We want to do it whatever in Europe, and we will conquest Europe. And 2026 about long term, we'll go to, let's say, Latin America. Let me
Yeah.
know about this one.
Yeah, well, in 2025, we would like, throughout the 2025, I would like to get 300,000 users across all the countries, but mainly Europe. Yeah, my main concentration is Europe. I want to get 300,000 users. While in parallel, I would like to have a stable base, growing base in Latin America. Once I do it in 26, closer to 26, I'm probably switching continents. I'm coming to LATAM, and we definitely do something there. I see Dosty not as an app and not as a support system, but we also see Dosty as a big community player in those countries. So a lot of money that we will be making, we will be spending back into the communities where we're present. We will be bettering the conditions of dogs, of cats, of wildlife in general, because it's not only about dogs and cats. Yeah, you have parrots, you have rabbits, you have so many wildlife, and that is being damaged right now by us, by humans. So we decided that a big chunk of our revenues will go to bettering the community conditions. And my dream, my personal dream, like a long-term dream, is to leave a legacy by doing something significant. Yeah, by doing something significant in a project like Amazon, in any other place in the world where we actually help the flora and the fauna. We actually help, we make a difference. That's the long-term goal. That's the goal within the next 3 to 5 years. Within next 1 year or 2 years, we want to reach 500,000, a million subscribers, get a stable revenue, obviously, to allow us the opportunity to make this good things for the communities. But after 5 years, after 6 years, I plan to, maybe sell the business, or not just to sell the business, but unite with the bigger player to create even a bigger impact. Yeah, if we unite with the companies like Mars or companies like Nestle, and we get access to a much bigger data, and we can provide our data as well. We can mix it, and we can create a bigger impact. That's the goal. That's definitely 100%.
Yeah, good. I mean, the other day we were talking. You touched base on how many pets we have in Latin America. I was really amazed of the big difference between Latin America people, the owners, and people taking care about pets compared to Europe. And that number is huge. I mean, I don't remember the number, but were some millions parrots in Brazil. I don't know the number in Mexico.
Yeah.
Dogs and cats. It was a huge market. I mean,
It's
can
a
you
huge
tell the
market.
audience about this one? Because people do not realize when you live in Latin America that we love to have a pet at home.
Yeah, the thing is that the official number, if you look to official numbers, the number of dogs and cats vary everywhere from 130 million to 160 million. That's a huge number of dogs and cats living in Latin America, right? Just as an example, China has 224 million dogs and cats. You guys in Latin America have 160, about 150, and that's only dogs and cats. Then you get countries like Brazil, who is also very heavy on pets like parrots. You get tens of millions of parrots living in homes in Brazil. And then you get a lot of exotic pets in Latin America as well, due to the fact that your nature is so rich. Yeah, you have so many animals around. So you get a lot of exotic pets. And the culture and the tradition of pet parenting in Latin America is very strong. You have all the major brands, you have all the major players. They all want to be in Latin American market, like all the applications, from very basic training app to very sophisticated nutrition app. You guys have it. Your pet tech community is huge. You get a lot of great pet tech startups from Brazil. You get a lot of great pet tech startups from Mexico. There's so many guys who are involved in this business. And it's really, really, really huge one. It is very huge.
Well, I mean, you have given us a lot of insights, and I have a last question for the show, because it's time is flying. Where we will go eating today in Baku? Because you need to bring me to a good restaurant. Let us know which are the famous dishes in Azerbaijan.
Oh my God, can you give me some time for that, please? Because I need time. Look, what we do very good is we eat and we cook. It is delicious. I 100% I can bet on my cuisine. Like, I love Azeri cuisine, and I'm definitely taking you out to one of the very authentic restaurants. My personal favorite is Orman. It is called Orman. It has a very nice authentic cuisine. So basically, once you sit down for a dinner, you stand up like 10 kilos bigger, and realizing
right?
that and realizing that you want to pass out from all the food that you ate. But next day you come back. You come back for more. We're good on meats, so I will spoil you with kebabs. Definitely, we're very good with rice. We have a lot of great rice dishes, and we call it plov. Yeah, and it comes with chicken, it comes with meats, it comes with different sauces. So we're definitely going for that as well. And then we have very nice dishes that you can't imagine. Like, let's say you get the lamb meat in cherry sauce mixed with red onions, and yeah, the foods here are crazy, like vegetables, fruits, and meats. It's all mixed up together, gives you a great mix. So we're definitely eating a lot, Roberto. For the days when you're in Baku, we're eating a lot, and we're taking Tanya with us. So, so we all enjoy the food around.
Well, thank you very much. That you will be my Dosty because you are reminding me of many things. Okay, well, Ayaz Ahmadov from Dosty, a great guy doing this new application. He will come to Latin America. We will host him whenever he comes to Latin America. And now I will enjoy the food here in Baku. Thank you very much, guys. See you in our next coffee with R. Next time I will be, maybe Africa, maybe again in Baku because I have other friends also in Baku. So thank you very much and see you next time. Bye.
Bye bye, Roberto. Thank you for having me. And one last thing I would like to tell for all the audience who will be looking at this. I would like to express my appreciation to you and to the foundation that you work with to create this kind of platform, because nowadays in a world that we live in right now, there is so much less room for kindness. And what you do, you create this kindness bridge. When people in Latin America can see a guy from Azerbaijan, and the guy from Azerbaijan can see people from Latin America, and we can get inspired from each other's stories, and we can build a better world. So thank you very much for contributing to that, Roberto. Thank you very much to all my Latin American friends. I have a lot of them.
Thank you.
Take care.